So the photos were from a longtime resident up there named Don Griffin. He took these photos from the exact same vantage point, his backyard, and he told me the big Palisades fire started right in the same spot as one on New Year's, and I thought he meant New Year's a year ago. And he said no, just a few days ago. So he whipped his phone out and he showed me both photos, and you can clearly see in the terrain the similar features, and it was almost overlapping the two fires. So immediately I knew that there may be something more to the origin of the fire. Once we looked into the first fire, it was surrounded by reports and 911 calls of fireworks. January 1st to January 7th is 6 days. I'm not a fire expert. For me, that felt like a long time for a fire to be smoldering, especially since firefighters spent a good portion of the day there wetting it down. That being said, when I spoke to the experts, they said absolutely not. 6 days is nothing. In those conditions where it's super dry, dead vegetation, the soil is crusted so hard that water has trouble penetrating it, the fire goes into the roots of this dead vegetation and smolders as low as a foot below the surface. So to fully get that fire cold is incredibly difficult, especially on steep terrain like that. And they said it was incredibly plausible that it could start even 6 days later.
Okay, Patrick, come on, come.
His house survived. Actually, his whole cul-de-sac fared pretty well. Most of his neighborhood below him either damaged or they lost their homes. And those neighbors particularly want to have answers about what happened there. It can take a while. I mean, these are major investigations. There's loss of life, thousands of homes and businesses lost. So it could take months. It could take over a year. They are waiting till they have concluded their investigation.